Welcome to Echo Quest. That's right. That's right, Echo Quest. Hey guys, Ryan Phantom here. Take a fucking sip, babe. It's Ryan Phantom Live! I'm back! And I'm in my apartment room. Also, it's a bit echoey. And I'm sorry about that. I haven't fully dampened the sound. So sorry if it's real shitty. You can hear me, right? Like, you can hear the words I'm saying? That's, like, the main part. It's not that echoey? Alright, well, that's good. I'm dabbing. You can't see it. You guys want to see my room? Oh, hold on. I gotta get rid of this all. Show mouse cursor. Hold on. Let's get a room preview. Oh, there it is. There's the room preview, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Just kidding. Hold on. Here's the... Welcome to the new Ryan Phantom HQ. Sup? It's not fully set up yet, but, as you can see, the webcam's not even mounted. There you go. There it is for now. There's you guys. You're down there. So this is the new apartment. Alf Locker. It's not a... Fuck you. So yeah, this is the place. This is the place. Not fully set up, but we're getting there. We have internet, so that's great. That's all that really matters. I'm gonna get rid of the webcam now. Yeah, I promise the webcam will be mounted next time I stream. Anyways, here we are. That's right. Friend Sim 2. Alright, bitches. Let's get down to brass tacks here, why don't we? We got a lot to cover here. First of all, no shit. But, huh? Yeah? What does that mean? What does that mean? Holy shit. Injured cold from TV's Amnesty. I guess let's start. Volume select. Volume 1. Volume 2. I see, okay. Volume 1, Magic is fucking real. Season pass content will be released on a regular basis. Yes. Oh, I forgot about the Nintendo Direct. I don't give a shit about the Nintendo Direct. This is more important. Let's go. It's loud. I forgot to manipulate the volume. 1 second. One second. I'm trying to find the good volume here. How's that sound? Oh, what was that? Hold on. Hive Swap Act 1. Oh, Pesterquest begins today. Thank you. Thank you. I'm guessing the volume is probably good. You click to the last page of the Homestuck epilogues. Holy shit. You read it. Then you read it again. You scroll down to the next section and find nothing? What the fuck? Are you serious? What kind of ending was that? Absolutely nothing got resolved. You stand up so fast your chair falls over. Jesus Christ, are you steamed. Maybe eventually, with further thought, you'll come to appreciate the thematic elements. But as of right now, you need to understand. What happened to dead John? What about Rose and Kanaya and their marriage? What about Terezi and Vriska? God, you have to have words with someone. Stopping out of the little computer room, you blink a few times, trying to readjust to the dim parlor after staring at a screen for so long. Doc Scratch? Where is that creepy round motherfucker? You sure got his number now. You're gonna find him and force him to tell you the rest of the story. You march confidently down the hall in the direction of a sudden ruckus. Turning the corner, you see 2 figures. One is definitely Doc Scratch. The other is a dark silhouette in a fashionable hat and coat. While you watch, the latter begins to hit the former with a cane. Oh my god, really? Wait, he read the epilogues in the time it only... Man. Oh god damn it. You know what's happening. You know some lore. You need to get out of here before this place goes up in flames. Survive now, yell about unsatisfactory narratives later. Wait, so He read further? He read ahead of what's happening in real life. With that in mind, you leave behind this ridiculous altercation, trampling a pile of notes and photographs underfoot as you make a run for the fenestered wall. See ya, suckers. You sail through feet first, bracing for the smell of an overturned earth and the sight of the twin alternating moons. Man, it's gonna be good to see your friends again, especially now that you're armed with all of this canon knowledge. But what surrounds you is not Fozzer's corpse field. It's a whole lot of nothing. Are you lost between worlds or something? Wait, no. You see a glimmer in the distance. A bright white light. Swallowing down the surge of panic, you move toward it. The light coalesces into form of a small, symbolic house. Hey! You recognize this house. You wonder if you can just sort of... Oh, okay, well, you did that. A barrage of images hit... Oh, God. It's just panels from the fucking comic. A barrage of images hits you, broken, chaotic flashes too fractured to make sense of. You just stuck your hand into the most powerful item in the whole of this narrative, and your body is not taking it well. Some good images going on in the background there. Bright, sizzling pain hits the nerve center of your brain and radiates out to your extremities. Wow, you're a moron. You aren't a comic character. You aren't meant for this sort of metatextual energy. It hurts, it burns, it unravels you from the inside out, and then everything goes white. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Alright. What a lovely morning. The air is fresh and crisp. It's early spring, probably. You find yourself on the sidewalk in a suburban neighborhood, facing a neat, friendly house. A neat, friendly boy stands at the window on the second floor looking down at you. At least, you hope he's friendly. Man, you would really love to be his friend. At first you think the boy is looking at you, but instead he appears to be looking at the mailbox, which is stuffed so full that the door is half open. Looks like someone crammed a whole box in there. Is the red flag dealy up? Helpful. Hopeful. Help? Good. The English is back, guys. We're here. Helpfully, you pull it out, along with a couple of coupons and envelopes stamped with a green symbol. You go to give the boy a thumbs up, but he is no longer at the window. Memory prickles at the corners of your awareness. You feel like you've maybe done this before? While you're standing there ruminating, a car pulls up. The driver is wearing a hat and a suit, and is probably the owner of this house and the father of that friendly boy. Oh shit. You're just standing out here with all this mail. He's gonna think you're trying to rob the place. No shit. We still get this, huh? I mean, should we get the instant death? What is this? Oh my god. What should we pick, guys? We're back to choices. What should I pick? Oh man. Hide? Come on, guys. Come on, guys! First choice. Death first. Hide. I don't know if it's death first or not. That's the thing. Death first. I don't know. Death. Hide. Death first. I don't know which one's gonna get me to... I'm gonna pick hide. Quick as you can, you turn around and dump everything in the sewer. Whatever. It was probably all garbage anyway. Who even uses their mailbox these days? The friendly and fatherly figure parks his car, climbs out, and tips his hat at you. Then he walks into the house, not sensing a single thing amiss. Did we just... Yeah, did we dump Spurb? The perfect crime. Oh, but here comes the boy out the front door. God, you hope he wasn't coming down for the mail. Oh, boy. A residential boy approaches. Wait a minute. This is not the same boy you saw peeking through the window. It is possibly not a boy at all. It appears to be a mysterious gentleman. You wonder what business this fine, upstanding neighborhood gentleman would have of you. Hey! I saw you standing out here messing with the mailbox. I figured you might be the mailman? Even though you're not wearing a mailman outfit. Oh, Oh yeah, that's you. You're definitely the mailman. Your outfit is, it's in the laundry today. You're just wearing your mailman hoodie. See the symbol? It's the symbol of, mail. Nothing stops the mail! Ha! That's great. I guess it is true after all. That mailmen are completely relentless in their quest to deliver people's mail. You guys are incredible. Speaking of mail, do you know if I got any today? What? No. What red package? You haven't seen anything like that. No bills, junk mail, nothing at all. The mailbox was empty when you looked inside. Well, I didn't say anything about a red package. Should I be expecting one? Come to think of it, it is my birthday, so getting a package in the mail would make sense. And if it's red, that probably means it's from Dave. He loves red, because I guess it's cool? Oh man, I wonder what he got me. Nothing. He got you nothing, you say. Isn't he listening? This Dave fellow probably forgot his birthday due to being a bad friend, and that's why there's no package, real or otherwise, red or otherwise. What? Oh, just kidding, you say. You're sure Dave is a great friend who cares a lot about this kid. His present is probably just late, and definitely not slowly sinking in a subterranean river of shit right now. It's not... What? That's a strange thing to say. Are you sure you don't know more about Dave's present than you're telling me? No, you say. Absolutely not. Actually, he should forget what you said about the present being late. He should not be expecting a red package. Not now, or ever. He should trust you, because all mailmen know everything about the mail. So, Doc Scratch, canonically, at the end of Hive Swap Friendsim, got rid of his friend powers. So, am I just gonna be, like, a really shitty, just, like, really awful at being a friend now? Dang. So, nothing else? Huh? You said the box was empty. I don't think I understand. Isn't that how it always is when you deliver mail? I mean, you're the guy who's supposed to put stuff in there. Yes, that's right. You're the mailman. The absolute authority over all mail. Which means your word must be accepted without question when it comes to the mail he didn't get today. You double-checked and everything. You looked thoroughly through your mailbag for anything but this kid's name on it. Came up empty. Sorry, dude. You have a mailbag? Where is it? By the way, this will be a new emote. This will be John Think. Oh, that old thing? You accidentally dropped it in the sewer before the boy came outside. Oh no! That sucks. All that mail, ruined. Maybe I can help you fish it out. No! You mean, that's fine. Thanks for offering, fine young Samaritan. But, the government will handle this. There's, like, insurance and such for sewer-related postal mishaps. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, but what if you missed something in there for me? Like a game envelope or such? Are you totally sure you didn't miss something? Yes, you are sure. You triple-checked and didn't see his name on anything. Besides, it's really rank down there. Very sewery. All the mail has been befouled beyond any hope of salvaging it. Really, it's best not to bother even peeking inside. You're probably right, but hey, how do you know my name? What? Oh, god damn it. Huh? Oh, you mean, of course you know his name. Mailmen are like, sort of like Santa Claus. They know the names of all the good little boys on their delivery routes. Wait, okay, that sounded creepy. You really regret phrasing it like that. It was so completely unnecessary. You just know a lot of stuff, as an important government official with lots of bureaucratic lists and such. For instance, the name of this young man is... Damn, why do you always paint yourself into corners like this? All you're trying to do is make a new friend. Somehow you managed to bullshit your way through an absolute most challenging version of this conversation possible. Okay, you can do this. Young man's name is... Wow. Is it Zeusmel Poop Lord? Perhaps. Wow, it really could be anything. He might as well have been given a random-ass name this very day, shortly before you arrived, for all you know. You'll just have to go with your gut and feel it out. A new friendship is on the line. I'm competing with who? Wait, you mean Kate P. Genpod is also streaming this? Well, shit. Oh, well. His name is... Wait, no. He's making a bad face. You're on the wrong track. Oh, he's perking up. This is good. No, bad face again. It's not Jimmy or Jilliam? It's not even a name. Anyway. Yes, he likes that. Jombrami. Shit. He looks disgusted. Abort. Jombrami? You can really quite... you really can be quite the fucking idiot sometimes. Jombrami. Great. Jonderson? Wait. He looked pleased for a minute. Then it looked like he just sucked on a lemon. Jesus Christ, you're bad at this. You were close there. Jonderbilt. Yikes. No. You got it. It's just John, of course. You don't know what you were thinking. Yes, you do. Those are just goofs, you explained to John. Mailman love goofs. His name is John, you say confidently. As if you had it in the bag all along. Not your non-existent mail bag, which you told him you dropped in the sewer. Your real bag, where the good shit is. Such as your incredible ability to guess someone's name in 5 or 6 tries. That's right. Ha! Wow. I guess it's true then. Mailmen really do know practically everything. You smile. Finally, it feels like this friendship may be starting to click. It was rocky there for a while, as you had to spin an intricate, nearly flawless web of lies to smooth over the fact that you destroyed his cherished personal property. But now you're pretty sure you're in the clear for now, and you'll never have to justify yourself to him again. Well, as nice as it is to meet you, Mr. Mailman, to be honest, this just kinda sucks. I've been waiting for a really cool game to arrive in the mail, but it's been a few days already, and now I'm starting to think it got lost. It might just never come now. I'm kinda bummed out about it. I had some hope it would show up on my birthday as, like, a present? From nobody, really. Just a present out of thin air, I guess. Like it was gonna be destiny or something? Oh well. I guess magic really is as fake as all the scientists say it is. You nod along very wisely. Oh yes, you say. You can kiss that game goodbye. It definitely got lost in the mail, and it is never, ever going to be delivered. The Postmaster General just told you a few seconds ago. Through your wireless earpiece, which is hooked up to the U.S. parcel mainframe. That's a good face! That's a good face! Hey! Hey, that's a good face! You tell John he is right to disbelieve in magic. It's fake as shit. It's time for him to get used to the idea that he will never play this game, whatever it was. It was probably stupid anyway. Most games are. He should try and get used to whatever kind of life he's going to live from now on, in the absence of this dumb video game. Yeah, you're right. I think I got too worked up about it. It probably does suck, actually. I think Game Bro only gave it like 2 hats out of 5 hats. It may have been even less than that, actually. God, what a piece of shit it probably was. You know, I think I have to thank you, Mr. Mailman. You really opened my eyes today. Oh, we fucked up the timeline bad. I'm gonna forget I ever heard of that dumb game and just try to enjoy my life. Talk to my friends, hang out in my room, and... I don't know. Come to think of it, maybe I was looking forward to playing that game with my friends so much because I'm... lonely? I'm actually a little embarrassed to admit, I don't actually have any real-life friends. Oh, this is it. This is your in. This nice boy seems to be jonesing for friendship just as much as you are, and you've laid all the groundwork for becoming his best bro so expertly. You just need to slide right into his life with a few more sympathetic remarks. You actually have a lot of experience with this by now. You've made so many friends in so many strange places with mixed results. Or, you think you did? Actually, you can't conjure up any of their names or faces right now. Oh, fuck. Probably isn't important. Actually, let's never speak of them again. What matters is that you're here now, making a sweet new pal named John. He doesn't remember. Dude, you don't remember the good times we had together? On stream? 18 volumes? Casually mentioned that this is the end of your mail route, and you don't have much else going on in your life. Maybe you and he can hang out for a while? If he doesn't mind, that is. Yeah, we're gonna just hang out with this 13-year-old. It's like fucking Back to the Future. You wanna hang out with me? Like... just a mailman and a 13-year-old boy? Just being buddies? You shrug a little, as if you don't care much. But you really, really care. Normally I would say that sounds a little strange and maybe slightly inappropriate. But what do I know? If you were a normal-looking mailman, that would probably be a shitty idea, and I'd get in trouble with my dad, or the authorities or something. And probably so would you. But you seem different. Like maybe you aren't even a person? Just kind of a weird, harmless-looking... guy? Like an alien. But not really. was sitting on my fucking headphone control. I'm lucky I wasn't muted that entire time. You don't really know what to say to any of this. Oh man, I'm being so fucking rude. I'm sorry. Yeah, of course we can hang out. But maybe we should, keep this sort of secret from my dad. I don't know if he would approve of me bringing a stranger into the house, even if you are very nice and sincerely concerned about my mail problems. That sounds fine with you. Now that you think about it, you still aren't sure his dad didn't see him dumping all their mail into the sewer. He probably didn't. Otherwise, he would have had some words with you, surely. But still, it's a risk you shouldn't be taking under these delicate circumstances. There's a friendship on the line. Okay, I'm glad you agree. It sounds like we have a sneaking mission ahead of us. Ah. Ah. Metal Gear. I gotta sneak around John's house, but I'm dummy thick. And the clap of my ass cheeks. See, what's crazy is that was not a meme the last time I streamed Friend Sim. And it's also not a meme now, because it's been dead for months. That's kind of just like a fucking... lost to the ether, forever. Sounds like we're having a sneaking mission ahead of us. Actually, it sounds like it could be fun. Dummy thick. The clap of my ass cheeks. Shitty snake. Oh yeah, that does sound fun. Maybe slightly triggering, since you've done a lot of dangerous, high-stakes sneaking in the past that you can't quite remember. But still, fun. Mostly fun. You can't wait. Yeah. So, how should we do this? We could either sneak upstairs to my bedroom while avoiding my dad, and just hang out up there for a while. Or, if that sounds too risky, we could just stay outside. I've got some sweet playground equipment in the backyard. What will it be? So, it turns out this wasn't the instant death ending, guys. We can go ahead and make a save. What should we do, guys? I'm trying to get my spurb. But I'm dummy thick. The clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting my dad. Death ending. That's... People saying death ending in chat's really funny, like I have any idea. Playground equipment, you say? Playground equipment. Actually, you tell John you think the fresh air out here will do you some good. Also, that playground equipment he mentioned really sweetens the pot. You hope he doesn't mind. After all, as a mailman, you were meant to be outdoors. You took the mailman's oath and everything. Yeah. John will probably believe that. Yes, you picked the death ending. I don't know if I did, but okay. Sure, no problem. I totally understand. It gets really stuffy in here, especially with all the baking my dad does. We can hang out in the yard. Feels like it's been ages since I took a spin on the old pogo ride. Pogo ride, he says. Well, that just seals the deal. You bow flamboyantly and gesture for him to lead the way, but you quickly regret doing that because it was a little much. Well, here it is. My backyard in all of its glory. I hardly come out here anymore, honestly. There's the old trusty swing set. Brings back some good memories. And there's the pogo ride. Better hop on it before I beat you to it. Just kidding. That thing's a death trap. You should really go nowhere near that thing, unless you like dying. Oblivious to the humorous nature of his remark, you shake your head solemnly. Oh no, you say. You're pretty sure dying sucks and you never want to do it again. Huh? That's a weird thing to say. Are you saying you've died before? Or is this some sort of weird mailman joke? Ha! Ha ha! Yeah, you mailmen like to joke around a lot. Sometimes very darkly. It gets very stressful delivering the mail sometimes, and sometimes you just need to blow off some steam by making light of your mortality and... It doesn't seem like this is going over very well. To be fair, it is one of your worst explanations so far. That's really saying something. You start to falter and lose composure. You don't seem to have it in you to follow through with the lie. You stop talking and hang your head. Hey, what's wrong? You decide to tell him the truth. Yes, you've been dead before. Possibly a bunch of times? You're not sure. Actually, you can't remember any of the circumstances surrounding your deaths, and you aren't even sure who you are. Frankly, you're a little confused by your own existence sometimes. Oh, no. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little hard to believe. But I'll listen to what you have to say anyway. Because that's what friends are for. How did that happen? Oh, well, cast your mind back as hard as you can. You really give it a good, hard think. You remember a room and a computer screen. And just this really intense feeling of frustration. Computer screen? I get very frustrated at your computer screen. I get being very frustrated at your computer screen. I do that every day. Yeah, he gets it. It's written all over his face. This is a boy who feels your pain. He's following you perfectly. I'm not really following. Then you explain how you ended up in the afterlife. Afterlife? You're pretty sure it was the afterlife. Maybe heaven? It was a little too freaky for heaven, but you were alone. Then you found a mysterious artifact on the ground. You found a mysterious artifact in hell? Yes. It was white and flat and lying on the ground, as if it was waiting for you, good English. Or waiting for someone else, maybe. But you found it first by accident? I find it hard to believe, as you were destined for any cursed treasure such as this. Perhaps the artifact belonged to Lucifer himself. What if that doorway was for Vriska? Lucifer? Wow. Oh, you didn't realize you said Lucifer thing out loud. Maybe you should consider reeling this in a bit. You're beginning to wonder if you're coming off as a little unhinged here. Except John is clearly transfixed by your story and looking a little concerned. I guess there's no going back now. You've committed yourself to the truth, as insane as it sounds. So you saw something weird. It looked like a little house. The obvious thing to do was stick your hand inside the house, so that's what you did. Then you felt funny, and teleported out of hell. That's how you ended up here on Earth. Where, you then became a mailman, and decided to have a long and rewarding career delivering the mail. And then you met John, and now you're basically best friends. The end. This sounds pretty fucked up. Yes, it does, doesn't it? You're right back to feeling like a crazy person again. He probably doesn't believe you. It seems like you're gonna have to take it even further, or risk eroding the foundation of trust this blossoming friendship is built on. You mentioned that you're pretty sure the devil's treasure gave you some magic powers. Magic powers? Like what? You're not sure. You can sort of teleport now. Also, you're pretty sure you can time travel? You haven't tested it out much, you admit. What? How does he know this? Teleportation and time travel, huh? That's a lot. You can prove it, you say desperately. Suddenly, it feels like this friendship is hanging by a thread, and you'll do anything to preserve it. It's time to bring out the big guns. The revelation to this boy that, contrary to all known scientific wisdom, magic is far from fake. It's real as shit. He read the comic. For instance, you remind him that you both almost went up to his bedroom but decided not to because the trek across the house was too risky. But what if you could just teleport there? Sounds like a handy trick. I'm guessing this is all bullshit, though. Like a prank. That's okay, though. I love pranks. But it's no prank. At least you think. You've never actually tested this power at all. God, you hope you don't end up making a fool of yourself. Everything is riding on this. Whoa! There he is! Hey, what are you? Here goes nothing. Gazap. Whoa! It worked! Unbelievable. Do you know what this means, Mr. Mailman? You shake your head. It means magic is fucking real! There's the Con Air poster. Oh, fuck the Little Monsters poster. Mac and Me. Ghostbusters 2. Holy shit, you shrug. You guess it is. You won't admit it, but all you really care about is right now is the fact that you saved the friendship. It should be all smooth sailing from here. Well, it's a pretty good thing I met you, because if you didn't show up, I'm pretty sure that nothing anywhere close to this incredible would have ever happened to me. You consider that remark for a moment, and decide to absolutely agree. You're definitely the best and most exciting thing that will ever happen to this kid. You also said something about time travel? Can we try that too? Or would that be too disruptive to the space-time continuum? You have him eating out of the palm of your hand now. No need to slow this train down. Continuum shaminium. Whatever your friend wants, he gets. Oh, I know. Why don't we just go back in time by about a week? And we can stay right here. That way we won't risk messing up anything important. Sure, that makes sense. You get ready to use your new hell power and can concentrate as hard as you can on the idea of 1 week ago. It's probably how it works. Not much changed. Except, wait, the cakes are gone. That must mean it isn't my birthday yet, which means it worked. This is 1 week ago. Wow. He didn't think this through, did he? Oh, for fuck's sake! I forgot, of course there was gonna be a past me in the room a week ago. God, I'm such an idiot. This is gonna fuck things up, isn't it? What the hell is going on here? Whatever it is, it seems really stupid. You're right, John, it is stupid. Sorry, I wasn't using my head. Don't worry, we'll get out of your hair. Okay, quick, let's zap out to the yard so we fuck up space-time as little as possible. Phew. Well, that was dumb. Maybe let's try avoid abusing your time travel powers from now on. It really could lead to a lot of messy bullshit. You wholeheartedly agree. All you really want to do is make friends, not clown around through space-time. Meanwhile, I guess we're still a week in the past, but now, just standing in my yard doing nothing? This seems pointless. We should probably head back to the present. You nod. It was an interesting experiment, and it brought you a lot of credibility, but it's time to... Wait a minute. Something is wrong. There's a slight buzzing in the air. You can feel it. What's the matter? You tell me you think someone is coming. Quick, you have to hide. Whoa, okay. You and John dash into a neighbor's yard and hide behind the fence. You peek into the backyard to see what's happening. Suddenly, you see it. That energy you were feeling was a whole group of teenagers randomly teleporting into John's backyard. What the fuck? You examine them more closely. They're all dressed in ridiculous, colorful outfits. Is the circus in town? They did seem to have a lot... Is this? Hold on! Wait a minute! Is this John when he grabbed... Is this old John when he grabbed the teen kids and... Holy shit! No, people are not gonna get this if they haven't read the epilogue. It's holy shit. Holy shit. You examine them more closely. They're all dressed in ridiculous, colorful outfits. Is the circus in town? There did seem to be a lot of clowns in John's house. Maybe this house is some kind of globally recognized headquarters for traveling clowns. But they're not really clowns, just teens wearing strange pajama-looking clothes. 8 of them, to be precise. On closer inspection, one of them seems familiar. The guy in the blue pajamas. You think it's your new friend John? But he seems older. Definitely not a 13-year-old kid, like your buddy here. None of them are. They all appear to settle in for a while to talk amongst themselves. The guy in the yellow Speedo gets down to business on the pogo ride, totally oblivious to the dangers. There seems to be a serious atmosphere hanging over this group of teens. Important discussions are happening. It's completely baffling to you. And by the look on your buddy's face, to John as well. Suddenly, an uneasy feeling settles over you, like you're witnessing something that was never meant to be seen by anyone. Perhaps a rendezvous point established by this group of teens for exactly that reason. That no one would think to be watching this quiet suburban backyard right now. This is stupid. Should you stay and listen, or go? You're not sure what to do. Can't shake the feeling that something highly inappropriate is happening here just by watching. Like you're beholding a moment so divorced from an authoritative chain of events that to even witness this moment is not only narratively compromising, but extremely cursed. Hey, that guy in the blue pajamas. Is he me? You pat John on the back. You can only imagine what's going through his head right now. He hasn't seen a time travel duplicate of himself in, well, minutes. Man, I look so much older. What am I even wearing? How are all these people? Wait, I know some of them. That's Rose and Dave and Jade? With dog ears? I don't know the others, though. Wait, I know what's going on. They must be from the future. It's the only explanation, especially since we just did some time travel ourselves, thus proving magic to be real. Did you have something to do with this, Mr. Mailman? Shake your head. You were just as surprised by this nonsense as he is. It seems one or more people from this group have somehow obtained similar abilities by offering the hell treasures you touched. I guess they're all from a few years in the future? When we're all a bunch of older, cooler teenagers? Well, cooler, debatable. Maybe we all go to college together or something? Maybe that's where we make 4 new friends? There's something familiar about all of them, but I can't put my finger on it. Why do we look so ridiculous? Did I join a troupe of traveling street performers, thus following in the footsteps of my father? And somehow managed to rope everyone into the act, including Dave and Rose, who almost certainly would think the idea was really stupid, even though it's clearly great and cool, while somehow involving time travel? I don't know. I'm so confused. What are they even doing here? Did this really happen just outside my house 1 week ago without me knowing about it at all? What else have I been missing? How much more is there to know about the future adventures of me and my friends, which has been taking place in secret like this? I wonder if there's a lot more to my life than ever could imagine. It is like the Pikachu face. Actually, I should probably be thanking you. If you haven't told me my game got lost in the mail, I might have gotten way too hung up on it. That might have totally altered the trajectory of my life. Then I wouldn't have to go on whatever sweet adventures happen in the future that will lead me to wear a bunch of silly pajamas and apparently speak with great authority in front of a group of very cool teens. Oh fuck, wait a minute. You bow your head contemplatively, as if to say, you're welcome. You're welcome for your entire life and every cool thing that ever happens to you from now on. After some time passes, the group of teens seems to finish up whatever business they had in this yard and disappear into thin air. Guess that's the end of whatever that was. Since there isn't much point to staying here a week in the past, you decide to return John to the present moment. Huh, well that was interesting. We were a little too far away to hear what they were saying. I think I kept overhearing the word English? I wonder if some of those teens speak a foreign language. Was I teaching them English? This sure is some shitty speculation. It makes no sense at all. I guess the only thing to do is wait until I become that John, and then find out for myself. Sounds exciting, but also a little overwhelming. Damn, I'm gonna need to think about this. You watch as John's face is out for a solid minute, thinking about his absurd future. You glance towards that swing set, wondering if the fun times John had planned for you are going to continue to recede further into the distance as he comes to grips with his mysterious destiny. You cough a little to snap him out of his stupor. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Mailman. I know I said we would do something fun, but now I think I'm kind of in an existential mood. I should take a walk and think about what just happened today. I feel weird. It's nothing personal. I just need some space. Well, see you. Alright. Alright, well, that didn't go that well. Alright, we're going to get the insta-death ending now. Still remember the skip button, huh? Play it cool. Not wanting to behave like a complete buffoon and draw attention to yourself, you just hide all the mail stuff behind your back. There's a bunch of envelopes, though, and this box is bulky, so all of it sort of slithers from your grasp like a bunch of dead snakes. The disgruntled man in his flawless suit looks at you from across the yard. You can't see under the eyes under the brim of his hat, but you are absolutely sure he's giving you a look of intense fatherly disappointment. A bolt of shame goes through you. Man, this guy is good. He's not even your dad, and you are just losing it under his disapproval. You expect him to start shouting or calling the cops. You are so obviously stealing his mail. But instead he just keeps looking at you. Does he know you? Is he someone you should remember? Or is it just the platonic ideal of dadliness that crosses time and space? Eternal in all iterations of reality. That sounds like some bullshit, though. Slowly, the distinguished man shakes his head. He goes inside. Can't quite put a finger on why, but you know you have been summarily dismissed. That's it! That's it! John's still gonna come outside, though. That's just it. Is this the universe where John does get sperm? Because otherwise it just goes down the fucking sewer. There is no good ending where John there is no correct canonical ending, come to think of it. Alright, let's go inside. He doesn't remember any of it. His brain parts got all wigged out when he traveled here. Do you remember a thing about Homestuck? I, personally, me? No. When you enter the house, an overwhelming order of freshly baked cakes hit you like a punch in the face. Wow, there's a lot of clown bullshit in this living room. Clown statues, and you don't have time to take it all in because your buddy John is grabbing your hand and rushing you upstairs before his baking maniac of a father can emerge from the kitchen, catch you in the act. He slams the bedroom door behind you and you breathe a sigh of relief. Phew. Hard to catch a moment of peace around here. What with all this adoring fatherly doting and round-the-clock cake production. I feel like I'm suffocating around here. And it's not just because the thick aroma of Betty Crocker products makes me feel like I'm gassed in a bakery. You're not sure what to say. You tentatively lift your arm, as if you're about to place it on his shoulder, but you hesitate. Is this an abusive domestic situation? You don't know if you have enough information to make that judgment yet, but you are concerned. Ha! Just joking around. I mean, this baking shit is all a bit much. The clown obsession too, but I love my dad. He's great. Sorry, I didn't mean to give the wrong impression. That's a relief, you guess. Not that you weren't all ready to jump in and be whatever kind of supportive friend this boy needs. Suddenly, you notice a bunch of movie posters on the wall and, oh wow, these are all really bad? You won't dare say such a thing to your new friend, though. You immediately begin lavishing praise on all of them, especially that one, which appears to be Mac and Me? Oh, for fuck's sake. When it rains, it pours, you guess. Nevertheless, you insist it is one of humanity's peak cinematic achievements. Mac and Me? You seriously like it? Personally, I think it's a piece of shit. I just have it up there because, well, I don't even know why. Not even I can defend the film. To each his own, I guess. I'm happy to hear you like all the other movies, though. They're all incredible. You have good taste. Good taste. Good taste. Except for liking Mac and Me, though. It's complete garbage. They should be marked up. Maybe because of the cognitive shit that MSPA reader went through when he traveled here? Maybe? No, but Prospect existed without the game. What? Ugh, I hate fucking Homestuck. God damn it. Okay, you can admit you got a little overzealous there. Maybe dial it down a notch? You don't really have to try so hard. There's a moment of awkward silence. You hadn't really thought this far ahead, and apparently neither has John. There must be something you could both do to advance this friendship. Ugh. He's starting to look self-conscious now. Poor friendless kid doesn't know how to entertain anyone in his home, does he? You can see now that your friendship is needed now more than ever. You have to step up. So, what do you typically like to, Suddenly, John gets something gets John's attention. It's coming from his computer. Oh, hey, can you hang on a second? My buddy Dave is pestering me. John settles behind his desk. Dude, what are you doing? Dave, you'll never guess what I'm doing right now. Are you opening the birthday present I got you? Oh, no, sorry, Dave. But I think your present got lost in the mail. Unfortunately, I think it might be gone forever. Oh. John, what the fuck? Maybe you can just send me another one? Whatever it was. Dude, no. The thing I got you is fucking priceless and irreplaceable. And if it's lost in the mail, there's literally zero chance you will ever see another one like it ever again in any shape or form. Wow. That sucks. Oh well, whatever. To be honest, that's probably the fate it deserves. What was it? Never mind. Just some more ironic trash from your best and coolest bro in the world. Just forget it. If I tell you, you'd probably be sad it's gone, and the secret I will take with me to my fucking grave. Do you understand, Egbert? Yeah, that's fair. So what are you really up to? Are you playing that dumb game with Rose yet? What? Oh, no. That got lost in the mail, too. It's also gone forever. Holy fucking shit, John. I leave you alone for 2 seconds, and everything goes to hell. This is why I can't stop pestering you for even a second. You just lose complete control of your life the moment I turn my back. How do you know it got lost in the mail? Like, how can you even be formally verified in the way you haven't been even waiting for it? In any way, you haven't even been waiting for it that long. Because the mailman told me so. What? Okay, I know I say this almost every day, but that's actually the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. It's true. He was quite sure about it. First of all, John, mailmen don't know shit. They're just guys who walk around handing out letters and stuff. They have zero knowledge of the greater workings of mail, let alone the specific fate of any given package. Unless there's a tracking number or some shit, but even the mailman isn't really the guy who deals with that. The only way a mailman would know for sure if some mail got lost or if he was the one who lost it. Or, like, deliberately fucking destroyed it. Between the game and my sweet present going missing, something smells goddamn fishy here. John, are you sure the mailman didn't just steal all your shit? Of course I am! I don't know, man. He wasn't even holding anything when I talked to him. Not even a mailbag. My alarm bells are going fucking haywire here. It sounds like this incompetent dipshit just lost all your mail and tried to cover his ass. No! Are you sure he didn't fuck up and get the mailman stank on it and fit in shame and panic and, like, buried it or dunked it into a smelly hole. Dave, this is insane. You're being so paranoid. Besides, aside from the birthday present, why do you even care? You think this game is stupid and you don't even want to play. Yeah, well, I was lying my ass off to sound cool and aloof. Of course I want to play this game. It's like this whole rad thing we were going to do as friends, and now it's ruined. Ah, you're right. That is a shame. I'm sorry. I don't know. There was just some feeling I had that we needed to play this thing for, like, destiny reasons or some shit. Sorry to blow my cool cover and start sounding like Jade or whatever, but I'm kind of pissed off now, especially now that, I know you won't get your sick bunny. Bunny? Forget I said that. LOL, okay. Anyway, all that aggravating bullshit aside, you were gonna say, alright, I made a new friend. What? A friend? Bullshit. No, it's true. John, this is so unlike you. You don't have fucking friends. None of us do. We're a bunch of total losers. I know that, but today's a different story. I think I might actually be branching out a little socially. Like turning a corner, becoming a valid and legitimate person, while on his way to adulthood. Ugh. Come on, Dave. Why can't you just be happy for me? Fine. So you're hanging out with this person right now? Yeah, he's in my room. Rummaging through my stuff? Heh, he's quite the character. Who is this guy? Please tell me he's not cooler than me. I couldn't handle that. He's not cooler than you. Nobody is, Dave. Oh, thank God. So tell me about him. Well, you know the mailman I was talking about earlier? Yeah. Well, you see, it's the mailman. Jesus fucking Christ. What? John. No. What's the big deal? Do I even need to explain why a 13-year-old kid shouldn't become buddies with a fucking mailman and hang out with him in his room? Does your dad know about this? Well, no. But I'm trying to avoid him. He's in one of his baking frenzies. You do realize this is the same guy who likely stole your game and my beautiful present, right? He probably sold them on the black market, or worse, he did something fucked up like flush them down the toilet. He didn't do that, Dave. It would make no sense to do that. You're being crazy. Okay, dude, but you're the one chilling with a random postal worker in your bedroom on your B-day. I'm just looking out for you. What sort of sick fuck would even want to come into your house? How old is this fucking guy anyway? I don't know. He seems sort of ageless? What? Dave, that's the thing. He's barely even a person. He's just like a friend. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Listen, I don't expect you to understand. He's just a fun, harmless person who appears to have no particular defining qualities whatsoever. What's so crazy about that? Nothing, I guess. I don't even know anymore. Fine. Enjoy your new buddy. It is your B-day after all, so you get to call the shots. So what's next on the agenda? What's he even doing now? Well, it seems he got a little bored while I've been talking to you, and has spread most of my belongings across my bedroom floor to examine everything. And now he's just messing with stuff? Like my magic stuff. It's pretty cute. I like this guy. John, I'm gonna run something by you. I hope I don't blow your mind to anything, but what if this guy isn't even a mailman? What? Dave, no, I refuse to accept that. Okay then, genius, tell me this. What's he wearing? You said he has no defining qualities. Well, clothes are defining qualities, so what are they? Okay, he isn't wearing anything but a sweatshirt. But I didn't want to mention that because I knew how it would sound. Let's see. So, no mail uniform, no mail bag, no, like, fucking mailman hat, just nothing. Yes. But that's not weird or anything. I told you, he's like a pet? Shit, that's probably condescending. You know what I mean. Part generic person-y type guy, part like just a fun, friendly sort of humanoid creature. I'm not really explaining this well. The point is, he said he's a mailman, and I believe him, because he's my new friend. End of story. Oh, okay. Okay, he's a fucking mailman. I don't even care if you think he's fine, then okay, whatever. So, like, cool? Guess we have a new friend. Do I get to meet the mailman sometime or what? That's a good question. I hope so. I wouldn't be surprised if he found his way over to you. I can't put my finger on it, but something tells me he's a well-traveled fellow. How can I donate you? There's a button down there. There's a donate button. You're not obligated to donate. You being here is good enough, but if you wish to donate, if anybody wishes to donate, I greatly appreciate it. You can also subscribe. I get money from that eventually. And you get an emote of my cat. You really think he's going to you really think he's gonna travel his ass 2,000 miles over here to come visit me? You never know. Mailmen do get around after all. Shit, that checks out actually. Okay, I'm getting kind of excited now. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. I should probably get going. He's really going at it over there with all my bedroom crap. I don't want to be a rude host. Alright, I'm gonna leave you boys to it. Happy birthday, dude. Thanks, Dave. Yay! There he is! There's that motherfucker! There's that motherfucker! Wait, he's wearing the fucking robes! Behold my robes! Behold my robes. Yeah. Friendship. Ghost Dave. Dude, that's not a fucking... Dude, that's not a fucking mailman. It's not a fucking mailman, dude. I'm looking at him. That's not a fucking mailman. That's just a dude. Davis. David. Alright. We will be right back. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna get a drink. The kitchen is right outside my door, which is nice. So, stick around. Rose is coming up. I'm back and I'm like eating goldfish at a really inopportune time, also known as game time. They're rainbow goldfish, so you know, gay fish. I'm trying to get some gamer fuel. Gotta get some fucking gamer fuel into me, also known as goldfish. The #1 gamer snack, goldfish. Here, I wanted to check the credits real quick. Oh man, look at all these people. Executive producers, writers, oh man. Oh man. We got some Aysha shit up in here. Oh, looks like fun. Alright, hold on. Let me get ready here. So Aisha's in the credits? That's weird. Anyway.
Yeah, I know, it's wild.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, right? Wait, who's this? Who is this on the other line? Wait a minute. Was that... Who was that? I don't know. Oh my...
Who could it be?
Who could it be? Who is that? Who is that on the other... Oh my god, wait a minute. Let me check
Hello?
Let me check
Mr. Obama?
Mr. Obama? Let me check my notes. It's Aysha.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Aysha.
It's Aysha. Aysha's on the line. Holy shit, it's Aysha, guys. Look at that.
Aysha called. Aysha's calling in.
Aysha's just calling in. Hey, I like your game.
Oh, thanks. I work pretty hard on it.
Oh, that's great. That's great news. I'm glad to hear it. I'm not nervous at all.
Oh no, I'm having a totally normal one.
A totally normal one. One of what? We just don't know. One of something. So, Aysha's here, and Aysha is going to be reading Rose today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this was a thing that was discussed a few days ago, and it was a long, strenuous process where Aysha DM'd
Ryan's
me.
people had to call my people.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. You know. I needed a press pass to do.
Yeah.
Aysha DM'd me and went, "Hey, can I voice Rose?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. Are you fucking kidding me?" So anyways, let me share my screen if that's at all possible. Hold on.
Cool.
Share screen or window. Okay. Thank you, Discord. Homestuck Pesterquest. Share. Come on.
Where's the fucking screen? Oh.
Oh.
Sweet. I see the screen.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
That's great. That's good news. That's the hardest part. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do Rose now.
Sweet.
Yeah. I was blown away by John, so I can only imagine this one. You wrote this one, didn't you?
Yes, I did. And I wrote the prologue in John's route.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm excited for more of this. All right. On the advice of your new friend, John, you go to visit one of his close comrades. Close only figuratively speaking, since it seems like she lives all the way on the other side of the country. That's no problem for you, though, since your new powers let you hop anywhere. Anytime, even to places that don't exist. Oh. Well, you think your powers let you do that. You just have this distinct metatextual feeling that you could pretty much go anywhere at this point. You know that doesn't make any sense. There's nothing that doesn't make any sense about friendship, though. That's exactly what you're about to do. Friendship, that is. You're about to do some friendship by making a new friend. Her name is, you check your notes, Rose. Checks the scribbled writing on hand. Roland.
Ross? Yeah.
Roland.
Romeo?
Ronald McDonald. This is her house, apparently. Looks kind of weird and modern, and it's situated in the middle of the woods for no good reason you can think of. Rorb. Also, it's pouring rain, which is not what you would describe as an ideal friend-making conditions. Still, nothing stops a mailman, not from delivering the mail nor making friends. Rather famously, rain and other similar weather patterns provide no deterrent to the performance of his duty. And there is no duty more important than friendship. She's here. She slides in. Suddenly.
There she is.
There she is. I love this art. It's so good. It's so charming.
Yeah, Brea did a wonderful job.
It's fucking great. Suddenly, a woodland girl approaches. Who goes there? Oh, it's your new friend, Rose, obviously. There is literally no one else this could be. You introduce yourself. You are the cool mailman who John told her to expect a visit from soon. You would doff your mail hat to signal a friendly greeting, except recently you accidentally dropped it into a sewer, along with all your other mail-specific clothes, as well as all the mail you were supposed to deliver, as you explained to her gratuitously in an unconvincing manner. It's not a great start, you admit, but you've done much worse.
You are not a mailman.
Yikes. You are busted almost immediately. You briefly consider whether you should double down on the lie and try to say something mailman-like, or whether the right call is to come clean since she's clearly too smart for this amateur bullshit. But it's taking you a few seconds too long for you to decide, which looks guilty as hell. That's it. The jig is up. You slouch in defeat. You ask her if she would please consider not telling John. Your heart couldn't take it if you found out your entire friendship was based on a lie. Hold on. You gotta try to turn down the music volume a little.
Yeah, it's a little loud.
There we go. It's just fine.
You want me to keep a secret from one of my best friends to protect the feelings of a random buffoon who I've never met and arbitrarily showed up to my house in the remote wilderness like a creep?
Oh no. Alright guys, in the chat, what are we going with? Aysha's not allowed to pick. Aysha knows. Aysha knows the future. Alright. I love everyone in chat just going, the death ending. Like I know what that means. Death root, yes, 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 yes. Death, 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 death. Okay, fine. Yes. Yes. That's what you want.
It's an interesting proposition, if for no other reason than its audacity. I admire your resolve in the face of humiliation. This doesn't mean we're friends, though.
Oof, rough. Well, that's fine. You're hopeful. Your mind is fuzzy, but you think you remember this. You're good at this. You are excellent at making people like you through underhanded means. You can't wait to take advantage of this 13-year-old's goodwill. Okay, wow. Not like that. Let's not be fucking weird. In fact, let that be the last creepy thought you have for comical purposes. S-grade jokes only. Let's get our brains out of the gutter. Rose raises a thin brow. There's something unsettling about her deep violet eyes. You're pretty sure most humans don't have eyes like that. But what the fuck do you know? You're a stranger around these parts. Wait, aren't you human too? Whatever. It's not a big deal. Not when there are friends to be made. Or something.
Do you want to come inside? Unless I'm interrupting your internal monologue, of course. Far be it from me to ever cut short any sort of navel-gazing sidebar.
She's the fucking best.
It's just ever so slightly wet out here.
You would absolutely love that, if it's not too much trouble, of course. You wouldn't want to put Rose out. You're lying, though. You're 100% fine with being absolutely infuriatingly obnoxious, if it means making a friend. Me too. Rose purses her lips, considering.
Your predilections towards mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about.
Oh?
He also said that you had certain powers.
Oh boy.
Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell.
Oh, your zappy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than being made-up mailman is real, since that's actually made up.
Is that so? Prove it.
You shrug. Easy enough. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp, and painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops.
Should I picture my room or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work.
She still thinks you're fucking with her. You tell her that you guess she can do that, if she wants. Well, that's a good. You zap the two of you inside the big modern house, the big blue house, and when you open your eyes, you find yourself in a large, messy bedroom.
Oh.
She drops her umbrella.
You really did that.
Rose stands in the center of her room in full rain gear. Her boots track muddy prints into the thick white carpet. Surprise! You really are magic. Rose puts a small hand against her perfectly painted black lips. She seems momentarily lost for words, and you get the feeling that this is not a thing that happens very often. Her eyes are wide and deeply purple. They're sparkling, you might even say.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Stay here. Don't go out into the hall. It's not safe.
You tell Rose to take her time. You're happy just to stand here dripping on her nice, clean floor. She leaves the room and you take the opportunity to examine your surroundings a little more closely. The bed is unmade, books are strewn over the floor carelessly, and a collection of half-drunk cups of coffee crowd the desk. Half-finished knitting projects lie in soft piles all over the room. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that this room is... I did it. That's the first one, guys. I swear. The first and not the last. accidental skip. In fact, there's a lot of evidence that this room is often occupied by someone with a lot of interests, who has trouble settling down and putting her attention to one thing at a time. Man, you relate. Not with interests, but with friends. You can't imagine settling for just one. Rose has a number of posters on her walls, although nowhere near as many as your friend John. A calendar hangs up beside the window, days ticked off with the little X's, all the way up to 4/13, which is circled. You step closer to read the year date up in the corner, 2009. But what the hell do you care about the date? You can make friends any day of the damn week, rain or shine, night or day. Rose sure is taking a while out there. She'd told you that it isn't safe out in the hall. Maybe she hadn't just been quipping? Maybe she's actually in trouble. What should you do? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna make that save real quick. There we go. Alright, guys, what are we doing? Are we gonna look for Rose? Are we staying in her dope-ass room? Death. Guys! Guys! Please! Please! Look for her. Death. Okay, fine. Go look for her. You're too anxious to sit still. You aren't the sort of person who just sits there and waits for friend opportunities to fall into their lap. Better to run headlong into danger. Or as much danger as a minimalist upper-middle-class house in the middle of the woods can offer. Rose had told you that it isn't safe. You creep out into the hallway, where a bunch of things happen more or less simultaneously. A deluge of quick-time events that you had no idea were coming. Lightning flashes in a perfect jagged line across the tall window at the end of the hall, followed immediately by a crash of thunder so loud you think the house might be falling down. Abruptly, all the lights go out. I know her! Another flash of lightning, and for
Vertiginous?
Thank you. Oh, right, you wrote it. You see a long, thin
You can't
figure.
say goddammit Hussy anymore. You have to say goddammit Farah.
That's true. Fuck. God damn it, Farah. Thin figure superimposed against the window. Freak the fuck out, jumping about a foot in the air and yowling like a cat. Small hand lands on your shoulder and you jump again.
Calm down, it's just me.
I know that outfit. Rose speaks in a normal tone of voice, and it's jarring. The house is echoey and cavernous, and there's something about a dark house on a stormy evening that makes you want to whisper.
I told you to stay put for a reason. It's too early for my mother to be sauced enough not to notice random strangers in her house, and I don't want to go through the tedious process of explaining who you are.
You have a perfectly understandable reason for why you left, and that reason is that you were lonely. Rose snorts. Cold. You mean you were cold?
Well, you are soaking wet. Follow me.
She grabs you by the wrist and tows you down the hall. You wonder if you should warn her about the strange, wraith-like creature you saw by the window, but you don't want to freak her out. Although, her mom might be at risk too. Whatever. Moms are tough. She'll be fine. This probably isn't the first time she's gone toe-to-toe with a weird Slenderman. This house looks haunted as shit. Rose brings you to a dark laundry room, then motions for you to take off your hoodie, which you do, gladly, because it's soaking wet.
That's interesting.
Hmm?
The design on the front, does it mean something?
Oh, yeah. It is kind of cool. A blue line that zigzags on the end like lightning. Looking at it makes you feel unsettled. You realize Rose is still waiting for a response, so you just hand her the hoodie and tell her no. You're pretty sure it's just an abstract sign. Well, I mean, kind of. Then you stand there while she tosses the sweatshirt in the dryer, feeling the alarming currents of memory in your bloodstream. You're sure there must be something you forgot to do. Continue to feel weird as Rose hits the dryer button and nothing happens.
Fuck.
She hits the button a few more times, as if that will make a difference when the power is out. She presses her thumb and forefinger to the bridge of her nose.
Well, you aren't going to fit into anything of mine.
How do you know that?
She probably just doesn't want a weird, smelly protagonist to wear her clothes.
Oh, that's true. Like, she doesn't own 80 fucking demon squiddle shirts. Like a cartoon character. She leads you down more dark hallways. Man, this house is unreasonably huge. You asked Rose if a lot of people live here.
No, it's just me, my mother, and a hoard of liquids not soluble in water. Here, Try not to drip on the carpet.
You aren't sure how you're supposed to manage that, but okay. This room is large and dark, and when Rose parts the curtains, a flash of lightning illuminates a 4-poster bed, a long counter, and a shelf covered head to foot in bottles. Rose vanishes through another door, leaving you to pursue. This is all liquor. Shit. This is a lot of booze.
Here, I'm not sure what you would want to wear, but this should work until the power comes back on and we can dry your clothes.
Rose hands you a long silk robe. Oh boy.
She won't miss this. I don't think she's ever even worn it.
Last time I was in a robe, we were with the scientifically determined best character, Frenson. Tagora Gorjek.
She has this whole closet full of fantastic clothes that she never puts on.
You take the robe and go into the large master bathroom. It's kind of a mess. The tub looks like it hasn't been cleaned in a long time. The robe gives you the same kind of the robe gives you the same kind of knotted feeling of familiarity that looking at your hoodie did, but you put it on anyway. It's a relief to get out of your wet clothes. You hang them carefully on your shower rod. When you head back into the bedroom, you find Rose standing in front of the wall of liquor. She's holding a bottle of Grey Goose and squinting at the label, like she's trying to read the nutrition facts.
I've often wondered what exactly the merits of consuming this are. It tastes, quite literally, like burning.
Sorry. She opens the bottle, and before you can protest that she is in by no means the legal drinking age in whatever the fuck you are, wherever the fuck you are, she puts the bottle to her mouth and takes a sip. She sputters.
Blah!
There it is! There it is! Blah meme!
It's the meme!
It's the meme!
That's terrible.
You could have told her that. Straight vodka isn't for the uninitiated, even fancy vodka. You take the bottle from her. She hesitates for a moment, then lets it go. You set it back on the shelf. This really is quite an impressive liquor cabinet. Liquor wall, liquor room. Her mother must have really refined palate.
Don't strain yourself. You can say it. What's the point of mincing words? She's a fucking alcoholic.
Wow, this is intense. You're not sure if you're prepared for something this heavy. You were kind of counting on some silly shenanigans, maybe a couple of funny jokes. You aren't cut out for this. You get the feeling that at some point you might have been cut out for this. You might have been the sort of person your friends, or potential friends, could count on. In fact, you know on some level that this is true. But whenever you try to nail down any sort of specifics, you find a gaping lacuna?
Lacuna.
Ah, okay. In your experiences. It's all just white noise. Rose's shoulders slump as she stands surveying her mother's bottles.
She doesn't even have the decency to hide her distasteful habits. Who needs an entire wall of liquor bottles? She doesn't have people over. She doesn't have any friends. This is all just for me. Just more of her passive-aggressive act as a femme fatale 1950s housewife with a death wish. It's just like the wizards.
Oh boy. Wizards?
Don't worry about it. You know how long it's been since I've had a home-cooked meal? And I'm not saying that I require, or even deserve, a lovingly crafted culinary masterpiece every time I sit down to eat. That's going a bit far. I know John complains about being plagued by fatherly concern every chance he gets. He is overwhelmed by pastries whenever he ventures from his room. I'm glad my mother doesn't poke her considerable nose into my private affairs. But I'm sick of eating oatmeal.
Rose.
I told you, don't worry about it.
But you will worry about it. You worry about all your friends, all 2 of them. Rose smiles with half of her mouth. It seems to be about all she can manage. Lightning crashes. She looks so small and sad against this wall of bottles. You know how to fix this. Thunder rolls and you clench your fist. A friendship clench. You don't know who you are, and you don't know why you're here, but you do know that surely you have these powers for a reason. And what better reason than helping a poor young girl with her troubled home life? Rolling up your floppy sleeves, you get to work.
What are you doing?
You start with the dark liquors first. In your experiences, those cause worse hangovers, and are more likely to contribute to the absence of hot, motherly meals and overconsumption of oatmeal. You grab 2 bottles of rum and 1 of the bourbon, which you tuck under the armpit. No armpits, please, for the love of Christ. No more fucking armpits.
Content warning for armpit.
Oh god, not again. I'm getting the flashbacks. Then you zap out of the house and into a clearing in the nearby woods a couple of hours ago. Before it started raining, you drop the bottles and go back for more.
Are you just stealing all of my mother's liquor? Is that your solution to her alcoholism?
Don't worry, Rose can thank you later. Into the alcohol pit they go! You go for the tequila next, then the vodka. Then you get sick of this organized approach and just start grabbing whatever the fuck and dumping it in the past. Flip phone?
Yep.
I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah? I guess 2009. Man, I don't remember 2009 at all. Rose watches you do this for a while. Then she hops up on the counter, crosses her legs, and starts texting. She's really so intent on her conversation that she isn't even noticing you fix her domestic situation.
Yeah, it is a razor.
That's good. She keeps giving you little fleeting looks, and you're pretty sure she must be talking about you. You should just let her talk. It isn't right to try and invade your friend's privacy. You attempt to resist the temptation, which you fail at immediately. Not even an overused meme can save you. You zap behind her, onto the counter where you can spy on her private correspondence. Oh! Nice. I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry.
And here was me trying to take advantage of your uncanny abilities to make guesses verging on prognostication. I'm recently considering a reevaluation on magic.
You don't know who this person is. Maybe you should just... You go back in time a couple minutes to when Rose started her conversation. Your past self is busily zapping back and forth carrying liquor bottles. You hunker down so you don't see yourself and cause a paradox or whatever the fuck.
Out of a morbid curiosity to shine a light on my future, I come with metaphorical hat in hand to ask you to consult your dream clouds.
Oh, good.
Do you happen to know anything about a strange cardboard cutout creature masquerading as a mailman? Are you sleeping?
That's what I am. I'm a cardboard cutout man. I look like a friggin' gingerbread man. Alright, sorry, I had to scold Beck. He's been acting really weird all of a sudden. Anyway, is this the same mailman that John was talking about? The fake one who hung out with him?
That's the one. They are currently emptying my mother's liquor cabinet in an attempt to prevent her from overindulging herself.
Oh, are they drinking it?
No, I think they're just dropping it into the woods with their magic powers.
Oh, Do they know that they could just go out and buy more liquor? That's something you can do where you live, right?
Yes, well, not exactly where we live. I think the nearest boozery is a good 20-minute drive.
Guys, you realize that this is Jade and Rose's first conversation in the history of Homestuck.
I needed to give me myself my rights.
That's fine, you know? You know what? Good on you.
I think that, yeah, they've had one other conversation. This is the second.
Yeah, that was something I did not notice until I saw that tweet, and I was like, oh, fuck.
I'm not actually entirely sure where my mother got it all. We don't own a car, as far as I know. Sometimes it seems like she has the ability to just make things appear.
I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry.
And here we are trying to take advantage of your uncanny ability to make guesses verging on prognostication, as I am recently considering a reevaluation on magic.
Shouldn't another me have popped in right about now? This is stupid. I'm still pretty sure magic is fake. At least the kinds of magic you're talking about. There's probably some real magic out there somewhere.
Yes, for instance, the sort that lets you spy on your hostess's private correspondence while you're stealing her mother's libations.
You freeze. With a contrite zap, you reappear in front of Rose. She sets her phone down and props her chin up on her delicate fist. Sorry. You honestly don't know what got into you. You just couldn't resist using your power for evil.
Haven't you heard that with great power comes great responsibility?
Ah, yes. Iron Man. Rose is right. She's totally right. What a dumbass. You've only had this power for like a day, so you still aren't used to the idea of being able to just zap all over the narrative. Clearly, you did not appreciate the implications.
Zapping all over the narrative sounds potentially stressful.
Oh, you bet. You're incredibly stressed right now. Rose laughs. You apologize to her for stealing all of her mom's drinks. That was kind of overzealous of you.
No, actually, I thought it was hilarious. I've never really been one for pranks. That's always fallen more in John's wheelhouse, but there's nothing wrong in occasionally stepping outside of one's comfort zone. Let's do the vodka next.
The two of you working together gets the place cleared out pretty quick. You zap Rose along with you to the bright clearing in the field, and for a moment she just stands in the sunbeam blinking up at the cloudless sky. Her expression says she still might not be totally convinced any of this is happening. When all the liquor has been transferred from the bedroom to the woods in a big glittering dragon's hoard of booze, you and Rose fall down next to it in a messy heap. Well, you fall down into a messy heap. Rose lowers herself daintily, sitting more on her knees than her butt, probably to keep her skirt from getting dirty. You get the idea that even though she lives in the middle of nowhere, she doesn't spend a ton of time outside. You tell her again that you're sorry you spied on her correspondence with her green friend, Gigi. Also, you hope she isn't going to get in trouble with her mom.
I'm not unduly concerned. I'll tell her where it all is in a couple days, although by that time I'm sure at least a good third of it will be water damaged. I'm sure that this will have fantastic implications for our relationship and not at all exacerbate the emotional problems underlying her addiction.
You laugh awkwardly. Well, now you just kind of feel like an asshole. Rose lies back on the grass and raises a hand to trace the curves of a fluffy white cloud. She closes her eyes.
Perhaps it's just projection on my part, or wishful thinking. But ever since I met you, I feel like something has changed. Or rather, something has failed to change, if that makes any sense.
Jesus.
It's probably nothing.
This is fucked. Even the good endings got me feeling like, oh, fuck. Her eyes flicker back open, endlessly purple, fixed on the sky like she can see something beyond it. And once again, you feel like there's something really crucial that you forgot. But at least you made a new friend. And even if you don't think Rose's brand would ever allow her to call you as such, you're lying in the sunny clearing next to a pile of alcohol, and honestly, it doesn't get much friendlier than that. Yay! Booze! Got the booze ending. I'm happy that we got the good ending, but at the same time I'm sad that we got the good ending, because that means we have to do the sad ending. Alright, we're gonna get the...
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright guys, we're gonna get the instant death ending now, as is tradition. Insta-death. No! Man, you guess today is the day to get owned by teens. She's totally right. What are you even doing wandering up to her house without even calling first? It's just totally disrespectful over time. No need to flagellate. Flagellate, that's the one. It was a simple suggestion to more critically examine your motivations and actions in the future. Oh, fuck! Those are yours! Fuck!
Yeah, it's fine.
Purple! This is like 12 a.m.
No, I was distracted. James was messaging me.
Oh, okay, that works out then. I'm gonna concentrate on that color. Oh, whoa, Rose's voice changed. Very funny, perp.
Yeah.
No, she's right. You're going. What? Oh, shit. That's the funny number. That's the meme one. You zap away, aiming for a spot half a mile away into the woods, where you become properly soaked and miserable. But instead of trees, you find yourself standing in front of a bank of computers. Shit, you misfired. Wait, you remember seeing this big structure off in the distance when you were in front of Rose's house. You figured it was just some sort of office building. But this looks more like a factory, or a secret research lab? The computers show coordinates on a screen that doesn't mean anything to you. A countdown clock is frozen on 413. All of this has the trappings of a tableau someone set up for you to see. Turning away from the screens, you wander down a long line of gleaming science fiction equipment. It reminds you of pictures of old computers from the 1950s, the ones that took up entire rooms. You bet you could go back and visit some of those if you zapped hard enough. You wander through a whole maze of halls and wide, echoing rooms that aren't pictured because of our art budget is only so big, but it has a certainty that they are all very mysterious. Hold on, let me think about it. Yes, they're all very mysterious.
Yeah, I hope you're imagining mysterious rooms.
They're all green, and there's a lot of lights and buttons, and there's beeping noises. Eventually, you circle back to that strange bank of screens. Nervously, you hit a few keys. Don't do that, you fuck! Tap a few fingers across the readouts. Nothing. It's all locked down. You think that if only you could get these screens to unlock, you can unravel the secrets to life, the universe, and everything. Or maybe it's your memories you're trying to unlock. Maybe then you'll understand the seething waters of this endless ocean of time and space, intertwining in the... Meow. Meow? Meow. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. You turn around, expecting a cat. And you do get a cat. A very adorable black kitten, tiny and soft, with far more eyes than a cat should have. Aw. But that isn't the only thing here. Oh, fuck! Now that's something I wasn't expecting. A woman in a sleek white lab coat and sensible heels holds the cat, pinning you to the spot with her gaze. Or at least you assume she is. Her hair is in her eyes and the light is behind her. So all you can see is the face, of her face are her painted lips. Sorry, ma'am. You absolutely didn't mean to trespass in her secret science lab. And you actually aren't even lying. You really just did fuck up this time. The lady puts the cat down slowly. She's even scarier in this form. I'm just gonna go out and say it. She's even more frightening looking like this. The lady puts the cat down slowly where it rolls on its back and bats a paw playfully in the air. Aw, cats are great. Even mutant cats. Maybe especially mutant cats? This little guy should have a name. You think you'll name them Cryptid McWhiskers. Yeah, Cryptid McWhiskers is a great name. In fact, you can't imagine anyone ever naming this cat anything else. You hold a hand out to Cryptid McWhiskers and wriggle your fingers. It rolls onto its back and its feet and saunters over to you. She's just standing there still. It's as soft and fluffy as it looks, and its 4 eyes blink up at you in utter trust. At least this kitty will be your friend. The ominous clack of heels on the cement reminds you that you and Cryptid McWhiskers are not alone. While you are busy with the kitty cat, the very intimidating and well-coiffed lady has walked over to the bank of screens. She presses a button, and it must have some sort of fingerprint recognition or retinal scanning. Or maybe she's just better at things than you are, because it works for her. On the floor a few feet from you is a round gray protrusion, a platform on the floor. You saw it earlier, but you have no idea what it was for, so you just ignored it. What you don't understand can't hurt you, right? You think that's probably right. The intimidating lady presses a button on the screen, mouth turning up at the corners. That really threw me off guard.
Yeah, that's a real pumpkin.
Yeah, it sure as fuck is. A flash and a pop. Like, the pressure in the room changes. You feel it in your eardrums. A pumpkin appears on the ground gray platform. It sure does.
Fuck.
You really aren't sure what she's trying to say here. Making a pumpkin appear out of thin air is impressive, but it probably would have been more so if you hadn't been popping in and out of existence all day. Also, she talks. It's gonna take more than a pumpkin to impress you.
Pumpkin? What pumpkin?
Meme. Oh. Whoa. What? What? The lady shakes her head and hits another button. The pumpkin vanishes, and in its place is a tiger. Yeah, dude, it sure the fuck is. But why? Yes, you heard that right. A whole ass tiger. Orange and black, big teeth and big paws. For a second, the two of you just look at each other. Honestly, the tiger might be more shocked than you are. Kind of sucks to think about. 1 second, you're just chilling in the savannah, mauling antelopes and drinking the watering hole. And next, you're in a secret lab in upstate New York, staring down a very unappetizing-looking protagonist. Apparently you're appetizing enough for him to want to get a taste, though. Because it looks so... Oh, God! It looks from you to Cryptid McWhiskers and back again. Then it charges. You try to book it out of here. The lady in the lab coat looms up in front of you. She's saying something. You strain to hear her. The tiger is right behind you. The lady or the tiger? At the last minute, you remember you have magic powers and choose the third option, teleporting the fuck out of there. Oh, not again. You just zapped into yet another unknown building, although from the view out the window, you think it might be Rose's house. Oh, shit. Also, the fact that Rose turns the corner in the hallway and stops short, still in her rain gear. Her eyes are very wide. You wave awkwardly. That snaps her out of it. She stands up straight, sliding easily from shock to superiority.
So you thought you'd just let yourself in? After wasting my time mumbling about the mail, a gaudy display of manipulative self-recrimination, and then popping out of existence to leave me asking myself if I'd finally lost my mind?
You hadn't meant to do any of that, especially not the last part. She isn't losing her mind, unless both of you are losing your minds together. Rose looks you over. Finally, she seems to decide that you are for real.
Your predilections towards mailman mimicry weren't all that John told me about.
Oh?
He also said that you had certain powers. Powers of teleportation and time travel. I told him that he must be mistaken, since it's a well-known and accepted fact that magic, although a popular and highly engaging subject of fiction, is fake as hell.
Yo, copy pasta. I've read this one before, dude.
Yep.
Oh, your Zephy powers? No, those are totally real and not fake. Real in a different way than you being made up mailman is real, since that's actually made up. She's still got her umbrella open. Hey, doesn't she know that's bad luck?
Luck is also fake as hell. You say you can do magic. Prove it.
But she just saw you vanish out in their front yard.
Like I said, I could be losing my mind.
She could be losing it now, at this very minute, but you see no point in arguing. You hold out a hand, and after a moment of hesitation, Rose puts her fingers in yours. Her nails are long and sharp and painted a glossy black. She closes her eyes and her umbrella droops.
Should I picture my room or something similar? I'm not quite sure how this is supposed to work.
How? What is this? It's the same. Sometimes root is the same.
Yep.
She still thinks you're fucking with her. You could tell. Is this actually different? I don't. Oh man, now I'm fucked.
Yeah, that if you say no, all that happens is you get the lab scene and it continues on. There's no instant death in this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it all the same as before?
No.
Oh.
I mean, like you can choose a new thing when you get into a room.
Oh right. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that then. Do you wanna keep reading this even though we've already read it?
You can just skip it if you want. I don't know if the game will let you. You could just click through.
Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Yep. Okay. Alright, yeah. I see. There is no see that, guys? There is no death option this time. Fuck you. Okay. We're gonna stay put this time. Oh, she's back. Your patience pays off almost at once. Rose is back and looking significantly more put together. Also, she's brought you a towel.
Here. I'm not overly attached to anything in here. It's mostly just childish nonsense I haven't yet bothered to rid myself of, but I'd appreciate it if you tried not to drip on any of my notebooks.
Well, stop pretending to be grown-up, kid. She has changed out of her raincoat and boots, and she's dressed in a neat black skirt and a white shirt with a purple blob thing with tentacles. What is it with kids and their blob shirts?
Now that's dealt with. Please sit down.
She crosses her legs. You suddenly feel like you're at a job interview. Friend interview. You wish you were a little less damp.
Actually, let's switch places.
You're still pretty wet. You don't want to get her bedspread messed up.
Don't worry about it. That's what washing machines are for. Now, let's talk about magic.
Oh my god, she's therapying me. Lay down in the bed.
Which, up until now, I would have always taken for granted as being something confined to storybooks.
Now, tell me, Mr. Reader. Where did the trouble begin? It all happened when I was born. Rose takes a wistful look toward her bedroom window, grayed over and blurry with raindrops. You get the feeling that she's doing it for effect. Maybe that's why she wanted you to switch places with her.
And then comes you, the not a mailman with a penchant for showing up and attempting to make friends with unwitting children.
Well, fair. She's got you there. But honestly, she might be a child, but she really can't seem to be unwitting. On the contrary, she's really quite witty.
I'm glad you noticed.
She folds her hands and clears her throat. You think that if she had any notes, she would be shuffling them.
And so the question remains, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Or are you a wizard? We've already established that you are not a public servant.
Is there a difference between witch and wizard?
Of course there is, but exactly how specific of a difference can vary. According to some works of fiction, a wizard is just a witch's male counterpart. But in certain mythologies, for instance, Arthurian legend, the difference appears to be class-based.
Nerd!
Wizards reside at court and are classically trained, while witches are self-taught and run wild through the forest. I won't deny that their differences tend to often be gendered as well.
Aysha knew all of that. Aysha pulled that from their head and wrote that down and just went, I know all about wizards, dude. I know all of this shit. You ask which one she is, a witch or a wizard.
Me?
Rose shifts, uncrossing and recrossing her legs. You shrug and say she just seems to know a lot about them.
I know a thing or two. But can I tell you a secret?
Oh my god, Rose. She has no idea how much you would love to hear her secret. Aysha is a wizard confirmed, Nox says.
I find them, wizards, I mean, utterly reprehensible. They disgust me. Everything from their foppish robes to their grizzled beards. It's my mother who is the wizard enthusiast in this house.
Foppish.
Although...
She glances from side to side, theatrically. Most of the things Rose does seem to be a little bit theatrical. She kneels on the carpet beside the clutter of books.
I don't show these to many people. Actually, I haven't shown them to anyone.
Oh boy, here comes the fanfics. Not even John? John seemed to be a pretty cool guy. Definitely a guy worth sharing a few secret notebooks with. Rose laughs.
No, I haven't shown them to John. I've only shown Strider to punish him.
You nod, pretending that you know who this Strider person is. You are a totally normal dude with an absolutely ungodly number of friends. The shadow moves through the center of you. A trembling moment of deja vu. You do have a lot of friends, don't you? That feels true. But the only people you know here are John and now Rose. Weird. How could you do this to us? So sad. So sad. Let me try to put it, You tried to put it from your mind and listen to Rose again. She is still talking, oh my god, I'm having a stroke now. She's still talking about this mysterious Strider, flipping through one of the journals, too quickly for you to see anything specific, only that it is full from cover to cover.
As if my modest writings are the sole source of homoerotic tension in his life, when his brother is the one who insists on filling their home with a sort of dick butt for ironic purposes.
Rose rolls her eyes. Oh boy, you missed the beginning of that. It probably made more sense than it seemed like. Rose is searching through her notebooks, checking markings on the spine that seem to be sort of cataloging system for arcane symbols.
Where is... Oh, right.
She does something quick and complex with her fingers, and another notebook pops into existence and falls into her lap. You gape. She really is a wizard!
What? It's just a Silodex. A child could use one. Here.
I actually forgot for a second.
You think that you were gonna get by without using fetch mode?
No
No way!
What the fuck? Really? Holy shit! This notebook has a couple of drawings. The only time I ever remember it is when I go back and reread the fucking comic. This notebook has a couple of drawings in it. But most of it is filled with small, neat handwriting and lavender ink. Is Rose writing a book?
No, don't be silly. I'm writing 4 books at least. 5, depending on whether I decide to flesh out Cal Moss's backstory.
Just like Aysha.
It isn't strictly necessary, but it does add a certain amount of valuable character insight, which renders their actions in later volumes more sympathetic. Not that I need all of my antiheroes to be sympathetic, I'm just thinking of what the literary reviewers will say.
You nod. Smart! You would never have thought of what the literary reviewers would say. She is honestly pretty impressive for someone her age.
Age has nothing to do with it. But don't get carried away, it's only a rough draft.
You ask her if you can take a look. She hesitates, but you doubt she would have shown it to you if she didn't want you to look.
What the hell? If you can't trust a strange spherical imprint you met outside in the rain, who can you trust?
She is the best. These are the best descriptions. John's just like, yeah, he looks like a friend. And Rose is like, he's a cardboard man. He's made of cardboard. Right? Your thoughts exactly. Rose hands you the notebook and opens it at random, letting fate guide your hands.
Friglish bothered his beard, as if unthinking a hitch in a long silk windsock. A more pedestrian audience would parse the exhibit as nervous compulsion, behavior to petition contempt among the reasonable. He was, however, not surrounded by the reasonable, but the wise, a distinction in men that would forever be the difference in history's garland of treasured follies. As a matter of fact, his cadre of fellow wizards were all putting similar moves on their beards as well. The practice would evince thoughtfulness, sagacity even, if they didn't do it all the time, standing in line at the back, shooing squirrels from bird feeders. Few occasions were safe. Zazarpan inspected the clue, a single piece of evidence cradled in his queracious old man palms. It was a human bone, not striking in the tale it told alone so much as that told by the thousands like it festooning the marshy soil of the mass grave. The grisly expanse bore the texture of a decadent dessert, like one of Smarty's formidable custard trifles wobbled out on wheels for the holidays to the dismay of a small nation. "You're certain of this?" asked Friglish. Despite what he was doing with his beard, he was, in fact, immersed in meaningful contemplation. "I am afraid I am becoming more so with each terrible thick grouse by that gaudy timepiece slung around your neck." In case it wasn't clear, Friglish wore a clock Zazarpan didn't care for. It was magic. The massacre of Sir Snelf was not as written.
Wow, this is pretty dense. But smart. You stroke your own imaginary beard and pretend to ponder the deeper meaning. Yes, intriguing. Zazarpan and Friglish. Clearly, there is some history here.
Yes, clearly. But what the two of them shared went far beyond simple romance. That's why it has gone so spectacularly sour.
Rose becomes increasingly more animated as she tells you more about her gay wizard OCs. Like she is far more interested in them than she is in herself.
They share an intellectual bond, a mutual dedication to knowledge and the preservation of which. The goal of the learned is to amass their wisdom and keep it from general dissemination into the main populace of wizards. They feed it to their apprentices in drips and drabs. Of course, this will eventually lead to ruin.
Of course. You flip further in the book, searching for the part where it leads to ruin. Ruin sounds interesting.
Zazarpan knew he would see his wayward apprentice again, knew it like he knew the tide would turn and the sun would blaze to its zenith as each inexorable day passed. Now they stood diametrically opposed across an overgrown chessboard. His apprentice's eyes were hidden behind dark glasses, but Zazarpan knew that if he could see them, they would be riddled with the madness of the void. Calamostus wasn't here for justice or for revenge. They were here exclusively because Zazarpan had something they wanted, something they were owed.
You flip through the notebook, checking out the drawings. There are a lot of wizards, each more bearded and venerable than the last. One of the pictures, the most recent maybe, since it's on the very last page of the journal, is of 2 young wizards, twins maybe. They have gray hair and wearing slick green suits. They're standing back to back with their arms entwined, staring into the middle distance. I love the Adventure Zone, dude. It's very anime. You compliment Rose on her artistic prowess.
Yes, thank you. They're all right. I'm a much better writer than I am an artist.
You tell her you think she's really good. Way better than you. You're absolutely positive she's going to be famous one day.
I appreciate the encouragement, even though I know you're just trying to flatter me due to your strange thirst for affirmative experiences. John told me all about that.
Damn, busted. But you really do think she's talented.
It's fine. It's not as if my social calendar is overfull out here in the middle of the woods. Don't tell anyone I said that I don't have any friends. And don't tell them I've been drawing. He'd be insufferable.
He?
Never mind.
You sure Rose that her secrets are safe and hand back her journal. You were really excited about your new friend, if you might be so bold, and her wizard stories. Although, wait, hadn't she said that she hated wizards?
What's your point?
Well, you're no experts on Wizard or on Rose, but it seems like she actually does seem to like them, because she has several notebooks full of Wizard fanfiction. You aren't trying to get, like, real here, but maybe it's possible her mom isn't the only one in the family who likes wizards? Rose pulls her book out of your hands. That and the rest of the books vanished into thin air. Alright, that must have been that. What had she called it? Silodex? She doesn't look angry exactly, but the lines around her mouth and eyes softened as she talked about her book have hardened back up. Her eyes glitter menacingly.
Oh, is that right, Freud? Well, why don't you diagnose me?
Oh, shit. Oh, hey. Wow. You weren't trying to be condescending or whatever.
Clearly. Were you aware that it is a common psychological phenomenon for an individual to react to trauma by creating fictional representations of that which caused them bodily harm or emotional dismay? To suggest that the portrayal of those fictional renderings somehow condones them or supports them is absolutely absurd.
So, what she's trying to say is she draws wizards to cope. Rose rises regally to her feet. The lightning turns her into an ethereal silhouette.
What I'm saying is that I don't need to justify my fictional predilections to you or to anyone else.
No, she's totally right. You're sorry that you suggested she might like wizards. It was horribly presumptuous and not at all the way a friend should act. You are so sorry. You promise it will never happen again.
No, I don't suppose it will.
It's probably just because Rose's hair is such a pale blonde, but it looks like she's glowing in the dim bedroom. Like light behaves a little differently around her than it does on everything else.
Would you look at that? It appears the rain has lightened up a bit.
The rain is hitting the window so loudly you're actually having trouble hearing her.
And your point is? You can just zap yourself out to where the weather is drier.
Wow. Shit.
Fuck off.
Whoa! Whoa!
Some people draw wizards to cope.
Whoa! We fucked up. Shit. Damn. Well, thank you, Aysha. This has been...
Well, you are welcome. I'm actually going to go eat lunch now.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for having me. I hope you had fun.
It was wonderful. Thank you for joining us.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. That was Aysha Farah from, this. From this. Let's go ahead and check out something real quick. I wasn't sure about that cryptid thing. It was here, right? Oh, wait, no, it was on the chum roll, wasn't it? Oh, these are the achievements. Doi. These are the achievements. A shorter day. You convince John not to play a game. This probably won't have any far-reaching narrative consequences. With great power. You helped Rose with her mother's alcoholism. Your method was surely foolproof. Cryptid McWhiskers. You participated in time-honored tradition of remaining someone else's familiar. Alright, and we'll check the credits one more time. Last time it was just for the joke that Aysha was here. We got Andrew, of course, Cindy, Julian, Aysha wrote Prologue and Rose? Howsey wrote John? Shit. Didn't see that before. Yeah, these character fucking... They were beautiful. I love the designs. Oh boy, UI David, audio director James. Let's see what James wrote this time around. We're no okay. This is okay. Okay, the meme names are still going. I see. We have menu theme, Friend Vangelion rebuild, prologue theme, worst end. John's theme. Sometimes I call Andrew Hussey Andy, and so far he hasn't corrected me. And Rose's theme, please support the Trevor Project. Alright. This was fun, guys. Let me crank that music. I can't even hear it. Hold on. Still can't hear it. Where's that fucking music at? I want to hear that beautiful music again. One last time. Play that funky music. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, it's not playing. That's why. It's not playing. I'm like, it's shit. I can't hear the music. It's non-existent. Thank you for joining us. This has been Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Pesterquest. Tune in, I guess, 2 weeks from now. Or next week? I don't know how often these are going to be uploaded. I'm guessing 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks last time. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is my first stream since moving into the apartment. Every week, I think, and Knox says every 2 weeks, yeah. So I guess we'll see. I guess we shall see.